Hi friends, welcome back to channel SciTech Guru. In this one, I'm going to compare the touch sampling rate comparison between the Realme GT Neo 2 versus Poco F3 GT device. So this is a question which has been requested by a few of my subscribers asking me to compare these both phones side by side regarding the touch sampling rate. And during this touch sampling rate, I'll try to use the two applications. So one is to measure the touch sampling rate. Next is to check the touch sampling rate. I'll try to explain why I did mention two different applications in two different terms. So the Realme GT Neo 2 has got the 600 Hz touch sampling rate. That's what the Realme is exactly claiming. If you try to look at the specifications listed on the Realme website, so as you can see, so touch sampling rate 600 Hz. They did not mention any kind of peak touch sampling rate, or they did not mention instant touch sampling rate. For example, in the brightness, they did mention peak brightness 1300 nits. Okay, there is this word they did use specifically, but they did not use any kind of word. There is no instant, there is no peak, nothing at all. 600 Hz touch sampling rate, that's what the Realme is claiming. But let's see in the reality what is happening. Because if you try to look at the iQOO 7 website as well, you will be able to see exactly instant touch sampling rate 1000 Hz. They did mention, they're not promoting like 1000 Hz touch sampling rate. They're not promoting. They clearly mentioned 300 Hz and 1000 Hz. So Realme should have done something like this, mentioning 300 Hz and 600 Hz, but they did not do. They did directly put straightly 600 Hz. So let's assume that phone has got 600 Hz only. And whereas the Poco F3 GT has got 480 Hz touch sampling rate. And let's check in the reality what is happening between these both phones. So this is the application which I'm trying to measure the touch sampling rate between these both phones. Let's check the touch sampling rate, what is happening in the Realme GT Neo 2 first. So it's showing the number about close to 420 we are getting maximum. Okay, 420 only we are getting, nothing much more than that. So whatever the number we are getting in this segment, we need to do the minus with the refresh rate what we used. For example, we did get 420, so we need to do the minus with the refresh rate. Let me just show you. So 420 minus 120, 300 Hz touch sampling rate we are getting in the Realme GT Neo 2. In the Poco F3 GT, we're getting the value close to 580 and 590 as well sometimes, as you can see clearly. 590 we are getting. As you can see, friends, 590 and somewhere around close to that. Let's assume 590 as a round figure, okay? So 590 minus 120 Hz refresh rate, so 470. So it's kind of very close. Whatever the company is claiming, that company did say that 480 Hz touch sampling rate. Exactly, we are getting close to that kind of touch sampling rate. Nothing much difference. But in the case of Realme GT, we are getting off of the touch sampling rate what the Realme is claiming. You may say that try to turn on the GT mode, try to turn on the game space mode, try to turn on game booster mode. Everything I turn on in front of the camera and I'm trying to show, it cannot increase any kind of number. Nothing is increasing. No, it's not increasing at all. It's exactly staying as it is. Even if you add this application into the game space, and if you try to do the testing as well in the game space, I did upload a separate video as well, but still, if you add in this, no use at all. It cannot increase. I cannot see any kind of difference in terms of the touch sampling rate. But whereas in the Poco F3 GT, it's by default we are getting exactly as it is, 480 Hz. No issues in the touch sampling rate. So what does this means? So this means you may expect slightly better and smoother experience while gaming. This will be really helpful for the gamers. So this is what I meant. The software optimization should be really optimized to utilize this kind of hardware level. There's nothing wrong with the hardware. Maybe the phone has got 600 Hz, but it's a software UI which is kind of limiting. That's what my main point. I'm not targeting the Realme company at all. I'm just saying that the UI need to be optimized a lot in this device. From the beginning to till now, I'm trying to mention only one thing. The hardware is really very much capable of holding, but still the software experience is not that great. Even in the Realme X1 Max as well. I'm using this phone for the past few months. Same thing. Hardware is really very powerful. It can come close to Snapdragon 870, but Realme UI is not allowing that. It's not allowing. The optimization is not that great. Everything is restricted sometimes. I mean, 120 Hz gameplay you cannot play, and touch sampling rate is also limited. These are the few things which need to be fixed. 40 vibrations also you cannot use. As I said, the list can go on. How many problems are there in the Realme UI? They need to fix it in the next updates. But let's see with the touch sampling rate. So you'll get the better results in the Poco F3 GT. As you can see, the same speed I'm trying to do in both phones. Same speed. But you can see the how smooth lines in the Poco F3 GT. So smooth lines I'm getting in the Realme GT Neo 2. You're getting slightly. The more touches are not detecting. Exactly. This is what I'm trying to mention, friends. So what is happening between these both phones? Let me do in the speed. As you can see, I did in the speed manner. You can see more touch inputs and less touch inputs. As you can see, more. So clearly you can see how much difference is there between these both phones in terms of using this touch sampling rate application. So which need to improve a lot and lot in the Realme GT Neo 2. I'm not sure when they'll be fixing. If you ask me, can it be improved with the software updates? I cannot guarantee that. So I cannot guarantee anything right now at this moment regarding the software updates. So maybe or may not be. So that's it, friends. Thank you for watching this video. And this is a quick comparison between both phones regarding the touch sampling rate. So there is only 300 Hz touch sampling rate. I don't want to see all the comments saying try to use GT mode and everything. Even if you use GT mode also, same thing. And let's see for the Realme UI 3.0 whether that will fix the issue or not. And that's it, friends. Thank you for watching this video and stay tuned for more updates. In case if you have any other queries, let me know in the comment section below. Meanwhile, signing off and bye.